Ba, 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 ba. Oh my god. Is it possible? Is it possible? I think it's possible. Greetings from the north, everybody. I am iCabagum. Welcome back to some more Let's Replay Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald. Shout out to Even Bigger Jono there on that one. That was completely by accident, actually. In the last episode, which was all the way back in September, holy shit, we got trashed by May, if I remember correctly. Now, I have tried to record this episode a few times, and I finally have a way that the technical issues are taken care of, but I want to go ahead and explain a few things first. Number one, why Emerald went on such a hiatus. Well, because before, obviously, if you look back at the first few episodes of this Let's Play, there was a lot of technical problems with the audio desyncing. I couldn't figure out why that was, so I obviously, when I got my laptop for school, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to transfer the file over here. So I had to replay back up to there, and I did that once, but then the thing, like, I don't know what happened. I think I recorded like 4 episodes, but then I had a really weird, it got all buggy in editing, so it was really strange, so I had to find a new way to record, so I had to replay again, and I renamed all my Pokemon again. It's actually pretty funny. In, the first time I replayed and I recorded, I'd forgotten that I had replayed, so my Mudkip changed from male to female, and it had a new nickname, and it scared the crap out of me, because it was nicknamed after one of my friends, who was like, we call him Kip, because he really likes Mudkips. So, and a friend of his we call Canna, because her nickname is Canna. And it was real. I thought they had like, teamed up and hacked my laptop or something. I was very, very concerned. If I have that footage left, I'll splice it in right here. But if not, I apologize. And, oh yeah, another thing that happened. All of my Pokemon got Pokerus. So, like, the last re-recorded or replayed file was like the most confusing thing of all time. And yeah, I had college and stuff, and I had other projects I wanted to focus on, because I had Half-Life, and I had SpongeBob, and I had Limbo. At the time, I had Portal. Spoiler alert, I don't think I've actually officially confirmed that, but I was going to do... I had a few episodes of a Portal Blind Let's Play recorded, but it was terrible. It was really not good. So I scrapped it, and I have since beaten Portal, so that Let's Play will never happen. A blind one, at least. But yeah, so speaking of the new team, let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, I named them all after Zelda characters this time, just because the last time they were really long, and I wanted something easier to say. So we have Deku, the Nuzleaf, who actually got an ability switch, Early Bird. I believe Cyrano had Chloroform. Or Chloroform? Chloroform? Wow! Chlorophyll? Jesus. That was possibly the most horrendous mistake I've ever made. And we have Helmarock. If anybody knows what a Helmarock is, and what Zelda being this is a reference to, put it in the comments, and I will be very impressed if anyone knows this without looking it up. So yeah, Tailo, pretty much the same. We have Mikau, the Marshtomp. Mikau is the legendary Zora warrior from Majora's Mask, who ends up, spoiler alert, he dies. And we have Zelda. Zelda is named for the main playable character in the Legend of Zelda series, obviously, the dude with the green hat. See, I saw his green hat, and... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, it's just because it's a female, and I thought Zelda would be appropriate. But we're actually going to put Zelda up front, because I stopped this file right as we were about to fight May, so we're going to actually go back and fight her. And then another thing I want to talk about is my new way with editing. So I've decided... Okay, I'm just going to take a pause here. I apologize for all the pauses, but I do have a lot of stuff I need to get off my chest here. So I've decided that I'm going to show... If I'm talking about something, I will show trainer battle. I think more often than not, I will show a trainer battle. Unless I've done like 1,000 of them in a row or something like that, and where a cut would be necessary. I will make executive decisions on what battles to cut out when I'm recording. So like if I'm exhausted, I'm like, oh, I really need to end this episode. Oh, but we got another trainer battle. Unless it's an important battle. All rival battles, all Team Magma battles, and all Team Aqua battles, and all gym battles I will be showing. But just random trainers, I will be liberal about how I cut them out. And pretty much any wild Pokemon that I haven't seen or don't plan on catching, I'll be cutting out. but I'll have to figure out how I'm gonna go about doing that. I'm really just going to fiddle around with the editing here. I just don't want it to be like a crap load of stuff. I feel like I can apply the tips and tricks I learned from completing a few Let's Plays since I started Pokemon Emerald to this series. But we're gonna pick up this Dire Hit, and we are going to battle this dude just because there's some, so I can talk about more stuff. Mostly why it went on such a hiatus, because I was able to record it. The technical issues, like, it looked fine, but when I brought it over to my editor, because I edit all my videos on Final Cut Pro, after I recorded the videos with Fraps and converted them to MP4s with Remake, which is what I do for Half-Life, and the Half-Life videos look great. So the video would look really distorted and weird, and I was like, that's not okay, can't be doing that. So I had to figure out a new recording system, but I was smart this time, and before I recorded that, I made a backup of the save immediately before I started the recording, so I just went back to that backup and then saved over the original save file. So that's the same thing I've done for this one. So for every episode that I record, I'm going to have a backup of it, and that way I feel like the Let's Play won't get stale, because I am really in the mood to play Pokemon Emerald. And it's funny, I tried recording this last night, being June 17th. Ooh, Checker Conroy's giving away a couple copies of Xenoblade today. I entered that draw, I hope I win. But, yeah, I tried recording it, but I was doing Pokemon Showdown with my friend Alex and Tony, the Paperclip Killer, Tony Tones Gaming, links in the description. Just because, why not? As we beat youngster Timmy. But I just randomly decided to record an episode. But the problem was, it was like really late at night. I was gonna cut this out. You know what, let's just catch this. Let's catch this Gulpin and see what we can do with it, because we might want to hold on to this one. We will have to see. Alright, let's get a Pokeball. Oh, well, let's not get a Pokeball, actually. But yeah, I was recording this really late at night, and, yes, caught Gulpin. So it was, and my parents were asleep below, like, above me, so I was, like, subconsciously being quiet, and it really kind of sucked. This Pokemon's stomach fluid can even digest scrap iron. In one gulp, it can swallow something that is as large as itself. What's a Zelda-related thing for this? Oh! Like. Alright, we are actually gonna go and teleport right now. Actually, no, we're not. I probably have a Paralyze Heal. Before we battle May. Now, like, I was not planning on using one of those, but I saw it and I thought, I really like Swalot. Swalot for me is really interesting because for the longest time, we'll talk to May, but then I'll continue my Swalot story. Hi, Brian, long time no see. No kidding, dude. It's been like over a year, or half a year. While I was searching for Pokemon, my other Pokemon grew stronger. So how about a little battle? Sounds good to me. But yeah, Swalot was interesting because when I was originally playing Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire, or in Emerald, excuse me, so I caught the there was a set few Pokemon that I really knew I liked, like Ralts and Trapinch were some of them. But then there was those other Pokemon that I just sort of never ever bothered to really look at. And Gulpin was one of those, until one day my brother said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to catch a Gulpin on my Sapphire file. And then we did a Link battle. I still have my Game Boy Advance Link cable as a fun fact. And for the longest time, I'm actually going to heal up right now, we didn't have that, so it was really cool when we got that. It just made everything different. Actually, yeah, heal up. But anyway, so he sent a Swalot into battle, and I was like, what the heck is that? I legitimately thought he had, like, hacked his game and gotten something that wasn't even a Pokemon, because I had never seen it before, and he goes, it just evolves from Gulpin. So I was like, and it was a really cool Pokemon at the time, so, I don't know. Oh crap, I shouldn't have used Bide. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really I've really only figured out one more permanent member for this team. And, okay, cool. That'll at least take out Wingo. So, I really have... There's a lot of spaces open because last time I used Blaziken, Aggron, Altaria, Mikau level 17, Mightyena, Manectric, and... Oh, what did I use? What was the other one? Hold on. I wasn't even looking. I think it's Grovyle coming out. Let's see. Blaziken, Aggron. Was it Kadabra? I don't remember what it was, but it was... what did I use? Okay, I used something. But, I'm not... My rule that I started this Let's Play with, that I'm actually keeping, is that I'm not allowed to use any Pokemon I used in the Let's Play last time. So far, I'm keeping to that. Alright, we're not gonna learn Double Team. Darn it, what was the one more Pokemon? I will put it up in editing. Alright, we're gonna switch to Mikau. But yeah, so I have a lot of spots open, as I guess was my point there. So I could definitely slide a Swalot into this team. But there's only one other Pokemon that I don't have yet that I know I'm going to be using because I use it almost every file. If you guys remember the old original Emerald Let's Play, yikes, you're better than I expected. That happens. Hold on a second. Brian, you've been busy training too, haven't you? I think you deserve a reward. This is for me. And we get the item finder. Yay! So yeah, that's an item finder. Try it out. If there's an item that's not visible, it emits a sound. Okay, Brian, let's meet again. I know it's a little silly coming from me, but I think you should train a lot harder for next time. That is pretty silly coming from you. Okay, I'll be right back, and then I'll finish my, whatever story I was telling. Okay, we're back, and, basically, if you remember from the last Let's Play, you'll remember that I had a debate about whether or not to use one Pokemon or another, and I went with one Pokemon, so that means I'm free to use the other Pokemon, which I'm really glad, because the other Pokemon is the Pokemon that I greatly prefer to the other one. If you remember what that is, don't say it, because I kind of want it to be a surprise, although if you know me, it's pretty obvious. Now, this episode is gonna... Okay, so like I'm saying, this episode is gonna go a little bit longer, but there is... Oh, God, kill me. Alright, there is a few more things I want to talk about. Could I see your Pokemon? Just one look, please? Okay, full throttle time. If you can't groove, you get left behind. But yeah, this is the first episode that I recorded successfully, asterisk, that has been, since Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out. Or, were announced. So... what more do you have to... has to be said? Those games look fantastic. They've already had a bunch of stuff shown at E3, and I'm just so excited. Those games actually come out the day before my birthday. Fun fact, I've said this a few times, but last year on my birthday, when I turned 19, the Xbox One, Super Mario 3D World, and The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds came out on my birthday, and now this year two of my favorite games are being remade the day before my birthday. How cool is that? Nintendo birthdays are the best! But yeah, so, what are your opinions on that? Like, well, not really your opinions. Everyone knows they look fantastic. And honestly, if you're like, they don't look that good, how is the worst generation? They're bad. Pokemon Unoriginal, it's just like Swai and Golbra guy. Shut up. Stop being such a cynical prick. Really. Like, you're entitled to your opinion, but don't be a cynical prick. Like, seriously. X and Y were fantastic. Black and White and Black and White 2 were fantastic, and I will not hear anything, any bashing of those games, because I love those games. You're still entitled to your opinion. But I'm really excited for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. And I did get Omega, Oh, I did play Ruby first as a kid, but I think I'm going to go with Alpha Sapphire. I don't know. I just have a feeling of breaking the mold of games I usually get. I don't know. Usually the one I would go for would be Ruby, but so like I'm going to go against the one I would normally go for this time. So we beat this battle, and oh, well, you're going to register you, Matt, in match call. Alright, yeah, your patch as a collector is ignited. Let's pick up this revive. And we're going to cut it off right here. So with that, guys, I have been iCabagon. Thank you all so much for watching. And again, thank you all so much for your patience and support throughout all of these horrendous decisions I made with regards to my channel. I really appreciate it. I couldn't begin to thank every one of you enough. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and a comment, as well as subscribe for more videos like this one if you have not done so already. Don't forget to check out my Twitter page and Twitch channels, as I say that really awkwardly. Links are both in the description below. Until next time, guys, I am signing off.